guys, welcome back. It's Steph at the Not Basic Homestead. If you're new here, thanks for joining us, and welcome back to all my faithful subscribers. Love you guys. If you haven't yet, don't forget, please like and subscribe my videos. We're trying to build this channel out. So anyways, I took on a massive project. It's what I was hoping that I was going to get out of my garden or whatever, but it didn't happen. But I was hoping it came from my garden, because I was going to do it slowly over time was my thought process and hope. Just didn't happen. So I supplemented and I went and I bought myself 35 pounds of green beans from a local farm stand, Daniel's Produce. Wonderful people. I just met them and I adore them. They are just wonderful and beautiful produce. So if you guys ever get a chance, definitely stop by and get some if you're in Nebraska. They're out of Columbus. One of the things that I'm doing right now with my green beans is I'm starting off with, I'm going to blanch my green beans, and then we're going to freeze some. So, because I like to use those for doing soups and stuff like that. And I already got one batch done. I've got it in the sink. I've got it draining, and I'm going to get this other batch done. I'll show you what we're going to do, how I'm going to do that. But also, I got to finish snapping and getting this 20-pound box ready. I've already got the 10-pound box all done and ready to go. Hi, hello. So, husband just got home from work early. That's awesome. That was a surprise. I thought he was staying late, so good deal. Anyways, out of this fall canning book right here, this one, in the green parts that they have, there was a couple of green bean recipes that I saw in there that I thought, that'll be amazing to go on my shelves, okay? Instead of just plain green beans. So one of them is the Lemmick garlic green beans. I thought that would be good to put on, just cook up some rice and kind of do like a little sheet pan with lemon pepper chicken. Ooh, God, I think that sounds good. And just, I don't know, maybe we'll think of some other things, or maybe you guys have some suggestions. The other one that I'm gonna can up and that we're gonna do in this massive green bean video is green beans and mushrooms. I thought that sounded great and easy. I thought tater tot casserole, green bean casserole, soups, stews, rice, all different kinds of things. We like to make beef tips, and I can just throw those in there, or, throw those in with the beef tips. And then there, I've got my one pot crock pot meal and my veggie already included into there. So that I got multiple things that I can come up with. So over the next few days, I will be recording me doing these. So you will see me in different outfits, and it'll be different lighting and different times of the day as well. I am going to start doing my videos. I have a poll in the community tab, so please go there and, engage yourself and choose which days you would like me to have videos. I'm going to try to do 2 days a week instead of being so sporadic, and I want to be a little bit more organized and, not feel so, I got to do this right now type stuff. So I like having things planned out. And so that is where we are at right now. But now I'm going to bring you guys over and we're going to get these green beans blanched up, okay? Okay, yeah, my water looks a little green because I've already blanched, like I said, some up. So, ooh, owie, that hurt. All right, so I'm going to get these in, and then we're going to set the timer for 3 minutes and let these cook up, and then I'm gonna get my ice bath ready while we're getting that done, okay? All right, my timer has gone off. Oh, I forgot to fill up my water. Okay, we're trying that one again. My timer went off. I got my ice bath here, so I'm just using my spider ladle here to just put these in the ice cold water, and this helps stop the cooking process. And also, cooking up these green beans a little bit helps keep the nutrition a lot better than if I just froze them. So I know I don't blanch my corn, but again, for us, it don't work, okay? If it works for you, you guys definitely do it. And I thought, boy, I bought corn for a year, but dang, that corn's so good. We've already been going through a lot of it. So now we're gonna come over, I'm gonna let that sit and we'll go over and I'll get these vacuumed up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just fold the bag over, and I'm just using the pre-cut bags, the 1 pint bags. Those work perfect. And I've got it labeled with the month and the date. And so I'm just gonna throw in what I feel looks like a good healthy amount or whatever. I always prepare things for 4. Even though we don't have our oldest with us all the time, I always prepare for 4. And she loves green beans too. So I think that's about all I'm gonna fit into this bag. And the nice thing with the green beans is I don't have to flash freeze them before I throw them in these bags. That is very, very nice. So I'm just making sure I get it in the well. And it's free time. I always check to make sure that it did seal, and it did. So there we go. We got one meal ready. Okay, so next time you see me, we will be processing the lemon green beans. Okay, all right. All right, guys, we're on day 2 now of me processing my green beans. Yesterday we blanched them and we put them in food saver bags. Today I'm going to start off with the lemon garlic green beans first. I've got my 2 pounds of green beans weighed out. That's what it calls for. And my jars are still warm, so I just took them out of the canner. But it calls for 2 teaspoons of salt. 1, 2. And it calls for, I'm gonna have to fill that up. 1 teaspoon of black pepper, which I'm gonna throw that in here. And then it calls for, oh, I was gonna pan down. I got a new, my tripod came in. So let me put this down for you guys so you can see what it is that I'm doing here. Okay, then it calls for 4 tablespoons of Bobo, no bark, 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. And it did call for a teaspoon of lemon zest, but I don't have any lemons. So there's 4. Okay. And it called for 4 cloves of garlic as well. Oops, I forgot to get a little whisk out. We're gonna whisk this all together. Okay, so now it calls for a garlic clove. So I'm just gonna put a garlic clove into the bottom of each of these. Some of my garlic cloves were kind of small and broken. So, and then I'm going to evenly, let's try putting in a tablespoon of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the salt didn't want to go, so we'll just put a little bit. All right, we're just gonna put a little bit of that in each jar, okay, evenly dispersed. And then we're just gonna pack our jars full, guys, with the green beans. I've got my chicken stock here. It calls for hot chicken stock. And it said, you know, to layer everything in, but I figured I'm evenly putting everything in the bottom of this. Lemon zest. I purposely left it out. I didn't want to go buy one, and because I did not want to go to the store. And then I don't know how lemony I want this, because my plans for this are to go along with like lemon pepper chicken. So that's a lot of lemon. A lot of lemon. Tell you what though, it smells good already. Just the garlic and the lemon combined together. I don't mind the flavor of lemon, but I know some people in my household, they're not a big fan of it. So, and this goes to 1 inch headspace. So I'm gonna pack these green beans in as best as I can into these pint jars. Just tap in the bottom. It's a trick I saw someone do. Kind of, I think it helps get some of that air out, and we can get these, ouch, that's hot, in a little more evenly. These jars are warm. Okay, well, I'm gonna start putting, well, actually this jar, I can put a few more. Okay guys, the green beans, I have probably enough in here for another quart. I mean, another pint. So, and you can do this in quarts too. So I think, you know, if I probably had 2 quarts, that it would definitely fill up. But we are a family of 4. You know, we don't need that much. All right, that I think is enough for now. We'll see after I get some of this broth in. Okay. And right now I just have 2 quarts of broth warmed up, because I think we're gonna need that for the other recipe as well, I believe. So right now I am just debubbling as I go, because when you add the liquids in, it always changes where your headspace goes. All right, we got that up to 1 inch. I'm gonna debubble this again. I'm just going to double check this one. I always double check to make sure. Yep, that's at 1 inch headspace. All right, guys, I'm going to finish filling these up, and then I'll come back when we do the other recipe. Okay, so I went ahead and I got the other jars done, and I did go ahead and I got 2 other jars and lids ready, because I think I'm gonna have enough to fill up at least 2 more pint jars, because my canner can fit 10 jars. And well, let's process as much as we can, right? Okay, so we're just gonna get the dry seasonings together real quick. It calls for a teaspoon of dried thyme. This is my thyme from my garden, and this is actually last year's, and look at that. I've got to go out, and when I get mine all harvested, I will dry a lot more, but I want fresh eating. And then for salt, we need 2 teaspoons of salt. 1, 2. All right, and then 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. I'm gonna have to get my pepper fixed. I'm just gonna use this spoon that I had sitting here. And I am just evenly gonna mix that because we are gonna distribute this evenly into each jar. So let's see. No, that needs, oh, these are hot jars. Okay. Oh. Now, all right, that looks pretty even to me there. Okay, so now it calls for 1 cup of mushrooms. I already went ahead and I sliced up, because I know I'm gonna do another batch of this. So I'm just, all right. It says to layer, so now we're gonna put the green beans in, the mushrooms in here, and I'm just gonna evenly fill them. Okay. All right, now we're gonna take our green beans and we're gonna pack them in. And I also got some hot water boiling because I'm just gonna do the regular green beans, nothing special. I think I have some of these maybe too big. It seems like. Oh well. Yeah, I know the green beans and mushrooms, I'm gonna use these for a lot of things, and I'm excited for that. Now, yeah, I got these. So I can always see holes. Like I'm putting my finger down in here and I'm like, no, I want that to be filled with green beans. So I'm just gonna take my hand again and pack that so. All right, so that's what it looks like. I got that all on the bottom there, okay? Yep, I am definitely, I don't know if I've got these pieces too much bigger than the others. It says 2-inch pieces, which these are roughly. Some are 1 inch, some are 2 inch. But I don't know. Weird. And this one also called for chicken, vegetable, or beef broth. Ooh, beef broth would be really good with this. But I don't have beef broth. That is on my list of stuff to do. But right now, we need to worry about getting these green beans processed before I start anything else or take on anything else. All right, let me get in and debubble. So it's fun when you're doing this, you can see the bubbles going up. But again, 1 inch headspace, okay? 1 inch headspace, perfect. 1 inch headspace. Did you see I was able to fit a few more green beans into that one? So, yep, that's all right. I want 10 cans going at all times in here. And again, we ran out of chicken broth. All right, guys, I will come back when these are done and show you what they look like when they come out of the canner, okay? All right, guys, we are done with the green beans. 35 pounds we processed. Well, minus one grocery bag that I gave to a friend and some friends and stuff. So, but I just wanted to show you guys what the lemon garlic green beans looks like. And then I'm calling this the seasoned green beans and mushrooms, but here's that. Because I did some green beans with just mushrooms, and I put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt into each one. So I don't know how they're gonna turn out, but we will see. I ended up getting 29 pints.
Ice cream.
Yeah. 29 pints of just regular plain green beans. So, and then I've got all that I had left after getting everything was, which I've already blanched these and I'm just letting them drain right now, and I'm gonna throw those in the freezer. So then that way everything's processed. I have got my last batch of jars. That's still hot. Here in the canner, I've got it open. I actually forgot to set the timer for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna let that open for 5 minutes, and then I'll take the lid off and let it go for 5 minutes because it is chillier in here today. Beautiful rainy day. So can't get any yard work done, but that's okay. And I got the recipes out of this canning book, okay? So thanks guys for coming along on this little journey that we did. I hope I inspired you guys to try these recipes. We will be doing these recipes together. We'll be taste testing them together as well. So stay tuned for more videos. But I just want to say thanks for coming along. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, okay? And I wanted to say God bless and live your life to the fullest, okay? Bye, y'all.